Hi everyone. I want to tell you about something I hate about myself. So I'm on my way to the gynecologist, which everyone should make sure to be checking up on your lady bits and make sure you have regular gynecologist visits. It's very important to women's health to make sure that you're always making sure everything is safe and good. But it's kind of like a 6-month after birth checkup / yearly checkup moment to make sure everything's good. That's not what I wanted to talk about, and that's not what I hate about myself. What I hate about myself is that I am late. I'm gonna stop looking at the camera while I'm driving because that is extremely unsafe. Sorry, I just looked at you for a second. But I am late to pretty much everything always. I really hate that about myself. And I feel like it doesn't matter how hard I try to be on time. Like today I was like, I'm gonna be early, like I have plenty of time, this is great. Somehow I'm still always late, and I hate it because it's so rude to be late to things. It is so freaking rude. And somehow I always end up being late to things, and oh man, I wish I could fix that about myself. And it's not like I'm doing anything important when I'm home. I'm just like, I see what time it is. I'm like, oh, that's just enough time to do this and this and this before I have to go. When I should just get in the car and go. I like don't wanna waste a minute. And so I'm like, I'm gonna be wasting a minute. Anyway, today I was like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm going to get there early and I'm gonna be on time because I'm sick of being a person who's always late. It's very rude. I'm never like an hour late to things. I'm always like 5 minutes late, like 3 minutes late. I'm always like just a couple minutes late. So today I was like, I'm gonna get there real early. And then I had to go to the bathroom and put me behind schedule. And now I'm late. I'm very sad about this because it's something I wish I could fix about myself. Eric's done things to try to help me by like telling me you have to be somewhere 15 minutes earlier than we actually need to be there. But somehow I always find out what time we actually have to be there, and then we're still always late. This is a problem that I have that I need to fix because it's not an attractive thing to be 5 minutes late to everything I do. All right, so today, gynecologist, and then I have some work to do, and then I just want to hang out with my kids because I leave in 2 days for Illinois, and I'm really having a hard time not being with them when I'm on tour. It's really, really crappy. I love touring. It makes me so happy to perform and tour and see you guys and meet you guys. It makes me so freaking happy to do that. I love it, but it also is like the most bittersweet thing ever that I'm touring because it makes me so happy and fulfilled to be touring, but I miss my kids so much when I'm gone, and it's just not realistic to take them with me everywhere. And so I just have to keep reminding myself, like, most people for their jobs, they're gone from 9 to 5 or whatever the hours are for the day, and I get to spend those hours at home with my kids. Really, I'm only, gone maybe 10 weekends out of the whole year, whereas if I had a regular 9 to 5, I'd be gone from 9 to 5 every single day and wouldn't be with them. I'm away from them way less time than I would be if I had a regular job. So I have to keep looking at it like that, like instead of looking at it like I'm away from them for 3 nights, because it's hard. I hate it. So anyway, I'm having a hard time with that. So I think I'm gonna just try to have some good family time for the next 2 days before I leave. But for right now, I'm just gonna go have my vagina looked at. So that'll be fun. I just remembered something, and I think my camera's falling, but you're just gonna have to live with it because obviously I'm not gonna fix it while I'm driving. I have a question for you guys, and this is a serious question I need you to answer in the comments. So when I was in the bathroom, I noticed that the toilet paper roll was on backwards. So the toilet paper, basically, instead of going over the toilet paper roll, it went under the toilet paper roll. And that's a big pet peeve of mine. I think toilet paper should always be like the toilet paper comes off the top and not down in the back on the bottom. Do you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? But I know there are people out there who prefer it behind, who like it on the back side. There are some people who always have it that way. And today my toilet paper roll was like that, and it just makes it more difficult to get the toilet paper. And I was thinking, there are people who actually prefer this. What are their reasonings? Because it's harder to get to. It's not as pleasing to the eye, I think. It looks better the other way. If anyone out there, I know it's more popular to have the toilet paper over than under, but if you're an under toilet paper person, can you please tell me why you prefer the toilet paper under than over? Because I cannot think of a single reason why you'd want the toilet paper to go backwards. I cannot think of a single reason why that is helpful. If someone could answer that question for me, that would really help me out. Thank you. Okay, back from the gynecologist. Everything looks great, and it's time to open packages. And Kory already opened one because we thought it was magnets. We're waiting for magnets, but it wasn't. It was something even better than magnets. Little tiny luggage tags, so we always know which luggage is ours, because the woman at the last airline yelled at me that I didn't have these on our luggage. She said it was required that I stand there while there's a long line and write out my name and address and phone number and put it on all of my luggage. And I was like, I have not ever done that, and I have to do that. She's like, you have to do it. And I was like, I don't think I do, because I've never done that. And she's like, okay, fine, you don't have to do it. So anyway, to make her happy, I bought a bunch of cute little fun luggage tags, a shirt. I have an idea for this. To be continued. Thanks. These are very helpful when I am in dresses on stage, so this is very good. Another thing I bought that I know I will never wear, so I don't know why I got this, but I got it.
You wanna be like Sydney Sweeney.
Oh my God, this is wild. This is a 4 a.m. purchase, my friends.
I like it.
It's fun, but just a disco ball. Okay, some combat boots. I have an idea for this. Oh, we'll get to that another day. Okay. This is, okay, a hangy thingy. These could be magnets, Kory. Magnets!
Yeah. Trying to rip these apart.
She said I'm stuck.
Isn't that crazy?
Whoa. Oh my God. Ow!
They're crazy powerful.
Oh my God, be careful, that really hurt me.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, let's see. Did you see that? It's shattered.
Oh my gosh! Amazon.
Maisie Joe, ba 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 ba. 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 Wesley is teething, which means Maisie and I don't get to sleep. So we're both very tired. And Wesley's very grumpy. He's getting his top 2 teeth right now. And right when he's done getting them, she'll start getting hers. They're just off a little bit. So she's like 2-3 weeks behind him kind of with everything. So in a couple weeks, you're gonna get some top teeth. And you're gonna be so sad. This is gonna be so ouchy. Right now, you're so happy. It's nap time. Wes is up. He just went up for a nap and she's next. You're next. Baby girl, you're next for nappy. What do you think? Is that funny? Is that funny? I love you. My little marshmallow. Are you my little marshmallow? Say goodnight. Time for nap. The babies are eating little teething crackers now. And so I want to show you guys how cute they are eating their little teething crackers. It's so cute. Okay, guys. Do you want a cracker? It's a cracker for you.
Flynn, what does that look like?
Do you want a cracker?
Surfboard.
Surfboard. Do you want a cracker? Here, Macy.
I'm taking both of them.
There you go. Want to try it? Wesley likes it. There you go. What do you think? You don't like it? Do you like it?
She makes these faces.
There you go.
Good
Tastes so
girl.
yummy. Good job, Maisie Joe. Good job. Do you like it? Is that kind of weird? You just gonna spit it out? That's okay, you can spit it out. The baby started getting fussy, so I started singing. And Maisie liked it. I don't know about Wes, but. And all of my kids are grumpy all day long. Hi guys. Sorry my vlogs are, I feel like they're getting worse and worse as time goes by because I'm getting just more and more busy with just tour stuff and momming things, and I just feel bad that my vlogs are like just literally getting more and more boring. I apologize. But let's enter some tortilla talk questions. Jesse said, tortilla talk question, does Flynn ever talk about what he wants to be when he grows up? Yes, he does. He wants to be a cockroach. He used to want to be an excavator. Some days he still wants to be an excavator. He doesn't understand the concept of like what you want to be when you grow up. I think he just thinks you can be whatever you want. And I want him to think that because I want him to believe he can be whatever he wants. So I don't correct him when he says he wants to be a cockroach. I'm like, cool, get it, be a cockroach. Next, Emily. So yesterday I was talking about how the kids have blue eyes and it makes no sense. And Emily said blue eyes are a recessive trait. So you and Eric both carry the recessive blue eye trait and also the brown eye trait. The brown eye trait is dominant. So since you carry both, you guys express that one and have brown eyes. If you remember Punnett squares from biology, clearly I do not because I don't know what you're saying. Basically you have a 4th chance of having kids with blue eyes. So you got that 4th chance with all 3 kids. That's exciting. Their eyes still probably could change. I think Wesley's eyes are gonna change, and even Flynn's eyes are kind of changing more greenish, grayish than blue, but I don't know. They're not gonna be brown, that's for sure. Mary said, tortilla talk question. I'm considering becoming a nanny. What were the things you looked for when you were hiring childcare for your kids? Were there specific turnoffs in the interview process? Yes, we do have a nanny, awesome girl, and she's lovely, and I love her, and the kids adore her, and she's fabulous. Now, it's different than most nannying situations because I'm literally always here and I'm always with the kids and I'm with her often too. So like we are friends. It's kind of like hanging out with a friend who's also helping me watch the kids a lot of times. She's wonderful. What were the things I was looking for when I was hiring childcare? Well, it's different for all families. So my answers are not going to be the same as other people's answers. You have to find, as a nanny, and I've been a nanny many times. That was like my main job before I ever did anything else. You have to find a family that fits with you and how you nanny and how you do childcare. Find a family that meshes well with you. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you're not a good nanny if you don't mesh well with the family. It just means that that was not a good combo, you know? So for me, I was looking for things that maybe other families don't look for. For example, I'm here 24/7. So I think I've left the house and had the nanny be alone with one or more of the kids, maybe once or twice for like an hour. Like I'm always here. So that's very different than most nannying situations. Something that was important to me was not hiring someone who thinks they know better for my kids than I do. So like when I was interviewing people, because I interviewed a lot of people, I got vibes from some people who were like, I've been doing this for 30 years and I have my own kids. So I've been around the block. I've been doing this longer than you, kind of a vibe. And that was not going to mesh well with me because I'm a people pleaser. So I would be really awkward to try to tell the nanny what to do when I knew they felt they were smarter than me, but it's my children. So I need to be able to say like, hey, this is what I want for my kids. I feel comfortable saying that. And so having a nanny think that they know better than the mom, like, was not really my vibe. But maybe some people want that. One huge turn off that I had, one interview I did, and this is different for everyone. Some people will want this, some people will not. But this one nanny, I was like, you know, I just want to make sure that you want to play with my kids. It's really important to me. Flynn has playtime and he uses his imagination and he likes to play with trucks and he likes to pretend he's an animal. And we do these things with him. Like we get on the ground and we're a cat with him or we play trucks with him. And so I just want to make sure that you're comfortable with like playing with him. And she said, I am not a playmate for your child. And was so offended that I asked her to play with my son. And I was like, this is going to work out. Some nannies aren't willing to like play with kids. They want to be there to just keep them safe and help them be educated, I guess, and like be a good teacher for them. But for me, I just wanted to make sure that my kid was happy and having fun. Like that's all I care about, is that like my kids are happy and having fun. And if other things happen, like they learn things along the way, that's fabulous. But like I just want them having fun and I want them safe and I want them happy. And so that's what I was looking for. But everyone is different. So you just have to find someone who meshes well with you. Autumn said, what are the twins and Flynn's zodiac signs? The twins are Scorpios and Flynn is a Sagittarius. Do you feel like they are true to them? I think Flynn sort of seems like I don't know anything about signs, honestly. I'm a Scorpio, Kory's a Scorpio, the twins are Scorpios, and I don't know, they're babies. And Flynn, he sort of seems like a Sagittarius, but I don't really know much about Sagittarius. I think they're adventurous. Flynn seems adventurous, but I don't know. And the next question Autumn asked was, also, do you feel like the twins will dislike when people refer to them as the twins versus Maisie and Wesley? And it's obviously just more convenient to say, but I wonder if you do think they will feel it's dissociative of their personalities. I love you so much. I've had people say things like this before, like making sure that I refer to them as Maisie and Wesley and not the twins. But to me, like if I'm talking about Maisie, I'm gonna talk about Maisie. If I'm talking about Wesley, I'm gonna talk about Wesley. But to me, it's not much different than talking about like my kids. Like I don't think my kids are gonna be offended if I say my kids instead of like each of their individual names. Do you know what I mean? Like I get it if I was to say like, well, the twins can just do everything together. Well, the twins can just share one. I understand that their own personalities and they're their own people and they deserve to be treated as their own people and not as a unit. But as it is right now, they are two babies the same age, and it's just more convenient to say like my kids, my babies, my twins, as opposed to saying Maisie, Wesley, and Flynn every single time. And they will have their own personalities and their own lives and their own interests and their own everything. And I will respect that and let them flourish as much as I can as individuals. Yeah, I don't think, and I've also seen people like, don't dress them alike. They'll be upset about it. And I'm dressing them alike a lot of times as babies because it's cute. And I also dress them not alike sometimes. But like, I dress the same as my sister all the time. We weren't twins. So maybe it's totally different. I'm not a twin, so I don't know what it's like to be a twin. But my sister and I always matched. And I know a lot of people who have siblings and they always match. I'm not mad that we matched when we matched. Once my kids have personalities and have an opinion on what they want to wear, they'll wear whatever they want to wear. But like, I dressed Flynn in what I wanted to put him in until he told me what he wanted to wear. And now he wears what he wants. It's the same for the twins. Right now I'm like, I like these outfits. They're cute. So I kind of put them in everything and they sometimes match and sometimes they don't. And someday they'll make those decisions for themselves. But yeah, as far as calling them the twins, I get what you're saying, and I think in some contexts they might not want to be referred to as such, but I don't think I refer to them in a way that it would be offensive to them. I'm just saying like how I would say like, oh, my children or my kids. Does that make sense, what I just said? Maybe it doesn't make sense. That's all the tortilla talk questions I'm going to answer for you guys this evening. I hope you enjoyed this vlog, and I hope that they get more entertaining for you, and I hope that you all come see me on tour. Okay, goodbye.
You can relax. Colleen and Eric have a podcast. The world is scary and we're locked in our home, but now we have big microphones, so you can relax. That's the name of our podcast.